level. Shout out to Lil B. Bitches on my dick cause I look like me. Bitches on my dick cause I look like 3 rappers rolled into one. A1 lives so free. And I like to roll tree. But on life I OD. See, I made my debut in 09. That's only 2 years ago, but I've been live since 03. I drank, and I used to smoke cigs, even though they both negative, 5 below 3. The flow frigid is 5 below 0. Frisco, where we live life below sea. Level with the pedal to the floor. The substance I used to sail like a vessel to the shore. I don't pedal anymore, so I'm poor like Universe 1. Adam's still nothing, but I'm settling the score. And I'm scheduling a tour, another day, another dollar. I got the type of style that a daddy couldn't father. So with the bullshit, honestly, I wouldn't bother. Is that your girlfriend? Honestly, I wouldn't bother. How not to be a hoe? 101. That's a lesson somebody probably should have taught her. That's a present somebody probably should have got her. Instead of a spring break to the Bahamas on a charter. She a rich girl, real spoiled rotten, but she known to suck dick for some tinfoil and cotton. If you think she nice, you can go ahead and holler, but I probably think twice before I bring her home to mama. I just leave alone the drama. Focus, salute, bro. Live long and prosper. Take time to laugh loud like a Chris Farley scene. Yes, bitch, I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. Winning like Brian Wilson in the 9th inning. Winning like man vs. food in one sitting. Or more like Superman without the soldier dance. Favorite combination is big butts and yoga pants. After that, it would have to be rice and beans, but I stay hungry trying to live all types of dreams. I ain't a beast, I'm a chupacabra. Show me the goat, I'ma eat them like shroom pasta. I'm too drastic, I'm boombastic. Rather be too raw than be too plastic. Winning like game show contestant Ken Jennings. Winning like Super Bowl champion Greg Jennings. All jokes aside, hold up a hand and slap a hater with the open side. And if he still fail to keep an open mind, let that fool catch the second hand like you smoked inside. Losing. Nah, just kidding. I'm winning. Winning. Like grandma when she knitting. Winning. Like Michael Phelps when he's swimming. Winning. Winning. World of Warcraft sitting. Winning. 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 Just kidding. I'm winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Murphy! Hey, yo, man. Charlie Murphy, please love. EventLevel.com. Get to that.
What up, everybody? You're back on the main event of EventLevel.com. That was A1 with Disrespect winning. That's right, and that's what we're doing here on EventLevel.com. Main event, we are winning. We got this guy straight out of Mission District, San Francisco, California. One of the newest, hottest underground artists of the year, of the century. My man, A1. What's up, man?
My man.
How you doing, man?
Getting it started, man.
Oh man,
Lexington, Kentucky. How's the weather in San Fran?
I mean, it's neutral. I mean, the weather in we don't really have seasons in San Francisco. It just stays like between 50 and 70 year round. It doesn't really change.
Man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, start with your name and how you got that, and tell everybody that's our audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay, word. Well, they call me A1. I guess the name came from like a bunch of different ways. Like from one of my names, my real name's Adam, you know, and every time in line for school, anything I ever got picked for something in school, I was always first on the list because my name and alphabetical, you know what I mean? So A1, it's like the first cell in the grid, you know, and it's like at the end, more than that, it's just like what you always want to be, you know, is A1, like A number one, the first, the best, you know, so that's pretty much what the name comes from. And like I started with a group called Blackmail, like when I was in high school.
Just, you know, me and my high school homies basically just, you know, getting into trouble rapping and shit like that. And they always call me A1, so I just kind of like ran with the name, you know what I mean?
And let's talk a little bit about your real name. Is it Adam Traore? Is that correct?
That's pretty close, man. That's close.
Man, close for a white dude. Talk about your real name and like the pronunciation problems throughout your life and that whole lyric song, that whole little theme right there.
Yeah, damn, that's cool that you picked up on that. But I mean, basically, dude, like my parents are both immigrants. You feel me? Like my mom was she came here when she was like 13 from Italy. You know, small, straight, like poor. You know what I mean? Like the shit. All the movies are made about. You know what I mean? Like the poor girl coming and my dad came when he was like way older from the Peace Corps from Senegal. So from Africa. You feel me? So. Yeah. My name is Adam Traore because, you know, I got my dad's last name and my mom kind of wanted like a biblical name, you know what I'm saying? Or
right.
And my dad's Muslim as well, you feel me? So so my name, like growing up, it was just kind of like all the kids when I first went to school, it was a bunch of like Mexican, Filipino kids. And even they couldn't really like understand, pronounce my name. They all thought everybody always thinks it's an Italian name, you know what I mean? So
right.
it's just that basically that lyric is just like me trying to explain like my identity problems kind of coming up, you know, like not really understanding, like, you know, the world sees me as a black man, but like my name itself, just in that first instance, it's like reflects something different, you know what I mean? So
it's weird coming up mixed, man. It's weird coming up mixed. I'm a little mixed too.
My boy right here is a Blasian, the best of both worlds, black and Korean. But anyway,
it just depends on your perspective, man. Because you know, the truth is that nobody wants to be dark, dude. Around the world, like if you look just historically around the world, like how people act, nobody really wants to. I mean, if you go to the Philippines and you try and get a suntan, they'll fucking yell at you like you're fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like,
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's just kind of fucked up like that.
It's fucked up mentality, man.
It totally is, and it's something that, you know, as a people, we just need to start accepting our identities the way we were, you know, and like all these like Vibes Cartel and Sammy Sosa doing all this like skin lightening and all that crazy stuff.
I haven't even heard anything about that. That's some crazy shit.
You know, that was Divine another artist was telling me about like the slave mentality of a person. You know, like that's kind of a, you know, black man slave mentality of themselves. You know, not just accepting it. So I feel you on that totally.
Some
of your other AKA names, like Charizard. Where tell us a little bit of story about that.
Oh, well, that's just
that song.
Yeah, that's just you know, the Pokemon. I made the Pokemon track with the After School Special album and or mixtape rather, and yeah, I don't know, Charizard. It's just like the fire breather, you know. It's like the dragon,
fire, basically. Yeah.
All those nicknames, you know, it's just like funny shit to me and my friends.
My favorite one's got to be Danny Tanner because the Olsen twins call you Daddy. I'm feeling that one. I'm feeling that one. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the best, my favorite one for sure. Well, there's a lot of these little like tiny multi themes like the round versus square. Tell us why that sticks out in all your music, and really what's the psychology behind the round versus square theme.
The round versus square? You mean
it's
like...
always like, I'm going to stick my circle, something in your square behind, you know what I mean?
Oh, wow. You know, I never really picked up on that.
It's in a couple different songs, man. You always talking about round and square in like three songs.
Because now that you bring it up, I can think of a couple lines that where I said that, but... I guess I didn't really do that on purpose. I guess it's just kind of like the contrast of the shapes.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I didn't know if there was something more to that or whatever. But I wanted to talk about your music a little bit, and a lot of us saw the piece of your video featured on 106 in Park, and basically they loved it, but they said you're kind of anti-chorus. Is that true? And then all the music, I've heard, it's basically you spitting, which I like all of your music. I'm probably your biggest fan on the streets. But what's your take on that?
Yeah, I don't honestly do that whole. I thought it was that interview thing with Sway was pretty funny because. I mean, the reason I sent them that song is because I wanted them to comment on the lyrics. I didn't expect them to go ahead and be like, "Hey, you didn't have a hook,"
So,
if that's what they wanted, I would have given them that, But in any case, I don't know, bro. I just think it's something to be said for that, for like the lyricism in its purest form, like not having to rely on the usual song format. At the same time, like I definitely love a good song with a good hook, and I definitely can get sick of hearing people just rap forever with no hook. But
that was
well, you do it well though. That's for sure.
Who was that? Tony Yayo saying that?
Yeah, that was Yayo.
Yeah, come on, Swag. Anyway.
Yeah, because Sway had my back. Sway's from Oakland, so he had to have my back, man. He's a bad.
Well, let's talk about some of your lyrics, man. That's some of the most intriguing ones I've heard. My favorite one's got to be the first song I ever heard of yours was "Winning," which we all love that. All my friends and everybody here loves that song now since I've pumped it through the streets of Lexington. But favorite combination is big butts and yoga pants. That's got to be my favorite lyric of all time in any song, and it's so true for me and most guys. But for real, there's one where you say, "I'ma do me, hopefully that's enough for him." And it kind of leads into the next question I was going to ask you, and that is basically, would you rather do your music and be able to be as creative as you want, or would you rather be signed and have someone that kind of rules over your creativity?
Man, dude, I fought with that question for the past probably year now, because when I first started rhyming, it didn't matter. Like, for me, when I first started rapping, I could have said anything, and the beautiful thing about it was like I just put it out. I just make it in my room, and then put it out, and people, if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. But now that I'm actually trying to make a career off of music, it's like, to be honest, bro, I don't want to do my day job forever. Like, I don't want to have a 9-to-5, and like I want music to be my career. So I can definitely understand why a lot of artists would go the label route and would get their music censored and this and that, because the truth is that you can make a comfortable living off of music when you have like a big label pushing you, and it's a lot more
successful. You can gain some of that creativity back.
Exactly. Like, and if you make a big name for yourself independently first and then move to the label, then even, at that point, the label might even give you leeway and be like, okay, well, you've been doing everything you've been doing. Yeah. Your
YouTube videos, 180,000, some 100,000. So obviously there's a lot of people watching you somewhere across the world. Do you have any other big fan bases besides San Francisco and Lexington?
I would say I probably have somewhat of a fan base like in Massachusetts, because I'll say New England in general, just because I've done a bunch of shows out there, and I kind of started rapping when I was living with. I've been rapping since high school, but I started taking it seriously about 2 years ago in 2009 when I was living in Boston, like just basically living with my homie. So I would say, yeah, if anything, I probably have somewhat of a fan base in New England, but right now, like, mostly I'm in the Bay,
Yeah. That's understood, man. I just wonder. How about the Fuck That Fuck Rap series? My favorite's got to be number 2. Where is that roof scene? Is that in San Francisco?
Yeah, that's that. We filmed that whole series in Frisco. That second one was on top of my boy Sam. Shout out to Woostar. It was on top of his roof. At his mom's house, actually. So
I love a lot of the lyrics in that, and that's kind of where we were going. Back to, it's not from that, but back to a different topic, lyrics. We got some stuff in common. I can definitely tell from this lyric. It's a perfect day, purple haze and some sunshine. I mean, it goes on from there, but basically that's my point. Like the chief over here too. I think a lot of the rest of us do too, man.
They got that.
I know they got the kids and friend, don't they?
They got that medical.
Actually, a good friend of mine just came back from Amsterdam, and she was saying that the shit. She's from San Francisco, and she was saying the shit in Amsterdam isn't even on the same level as San Francisco, and like that's the Mecca, you know. Amsterdam is like the Mecca. So I would say honestly, like California, not even all of California, but Northern California, just probably worldwide has the best medicine, you might say.
And I think EventLevel.com needs to go on a field trip to.
Yeah, no kidding. Black and Mellow video, there's a lot of fruit in the video. You're killing that fruit and fruit juice.
Oh, in the Black and Mellow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my mom's backyard.
I love that scene and that whole song and even the video, man. It's just so simple, but it's so entertaining through and through. Who does your videos?
I got a couple of different people, but I would say the bulk of my videos and most of the memorable ones are done by Woostar. The homie, you could catch. He's in the Cough Cool video, which is actually like one of the only videos he didn't do for me, or the Be Cool video rather. Now, he's the guy. He's like a mixed Asian dude looking guy. He's in that video, so he does most of my, and he does a lot of my beats and production too. And I actually I'm recording this whole mixtape at his crib. So he does a lot. You know what I mean?
Back to lyrics again, because lyrics is really what trips me out on your music. I really like it, but for the ladies, you said beat the pussy up like it must have came at me wrong. I know we got a couple ladies here that are feeling that lyric and, you know what I'm saying, that theme as well.
You know what's funny, man, is that I used to make a point of not saying shit like that in my music because I didn't offend anybody.
Right.
And what I found is that the minute I started putting, you know, like favorite combination, big butts of yoga pants, as soon as I started mentioning like sexual shit in my lyrics, I started getting hella female fans, like from out the woodwork, just girls. Oh, I love you, A1. I love your music, and like,
isn't that amazing how that comes together?
Yeah, it's like you just kind of trigger something by just insinuating like sex. It's like you trigger something in the female fans in their minds to like make them want to listen. I don't know.
Luffy, do you get that feeling? Did you get a little wet?
I am forever and eternally a complete sucker for any sort of sexy, dirty, naughty songs. Like, I have an entire playlist of over 12,000 songs that's just dirty.
Yeah, so just feeling it right there.
There's something about it. It's something about hearing it. It automatically puts our mind into sex, and then once our mind is in that way, everything follows. And that's one thing a lot of guys don't catch on.
A1, making panties wet. That's what's up.
Okay, and probably from your favorite piece of mine, probably Trip Like I Do. Also along the same lines, I love that lyric. Have a fully Japanese chick speaking Spanglish. Tell me about that. Where did you come up with that line? I gotta know where you came up with that.
At the moment where I'm starting to transition into more. See, even that line is kind of like PG though. You know what I mean? Like that's still in my moment where I'm still transitioning into like making those dirty lyrics. You know what I mean? And it's funny because I had it in me the whole time. Like that's always what I wanted to say. But I felt like, I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to step on anyone's toe. I don't want to offend anyone, make anyone uncomfortable. But the truth is like, it doesn't make anyone uncomfortable, except for like, you know, maybe the old folks or something, you know.
Right. When you were doing that song, Trip Like I Do, it's just so different because you start in like say in 3 places, and then you come all the way back around to the same places, like Fear of Flying, Hawaii, and something else, where it's like you start out and you never see it coming, but then you bring it all the way back around. Like, how far in advance was that planned, or was it? Did you just end up there by chance?
Dude, when you write lyrics, it's just like it's just like it has a mind of its own, man. You know, you start one way, and I had no idea where I was going with it. You know, I just started writing it, and you know, some songs it takes me like, I'm a perfectionist, dude. So it'll take me like fucking like Winning. That song Winning, it took me a long time to write it, like a week. But that song Trip Like I Do, it took me like half an hour. I wrote that, you know what I mean? And it would
That's
just
so hot, man. That's probably my favorite piece going out to anywhere right now. I got like 2 little things to ask you right before we go to break, and then right after we come back from break, we're going to open you up to the whole wolf pack, to all the panel, to ask you off the wall random things.
Right.
And but before we go, real quick, family, like you talk about your family and having a good life growing up. Bedtime stories, only thing they put between you and going to sleep. Tell me a little bit about your family and how they affected your music.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, both my parents are. I'm first generation American, so like I think even my parents didn't really understand a lot of American culture as I was coming up. You know what I mean? So I feel like everything that influenced me, I kind of had to learn on my own, or it was sideways from the typical American culture that everybody else was going through. And plus, I live in San Francisco, which is like probably the most diverse place you could ever want to be. You know what I mean? So I mean, we live in a straight bubble out here. No. I mean, we think we don't even really understand the concept of like all these isms that they got going on everywhere else, you know. So I think my family, you know, like my mom was just always super supportive of us. She was a single mom, you know, so she always tells me like she had to be like the mom and the dad. So I think she went super out of her way to try and like really be extra supportive of us, because she knew that, you know, we only had like one parent really to fall back on. So
right. And then at the end of the Book of Adam trailer, which I want to promote, I can't wait to get a copy of that myself. But that mixtape, at the end of what you say about it, you're like, something, build up a little cheddar so everyone could live better. I mean, how much do you really mean that lyric? And if you did have a lot of money, what percentage would you spend it where? Dude,
hands down, like that's the whole thesis of that whole song. Like really, that's the point, you know, is that it's all these people that have millions and billions of dollars that are so, they use it for evil, you know what I mean? And you know, one of my favorite people is Warren Buffett, like, because that dude understands he's rich. He understands he's rich, and he doesn't really have an intention of like not being rich anytime soon. But at the same time, like, he starts up all kinds of fundraisers for all kinds of charities, donates all kinds of money, and when he dies, most of his money is going to charity. Like, he only has a small amount. I mean, in comparison to what he has, he only has a small amount designated for his kids. So it's not like his kids aren't even going to be like, you know, these second. He's not leaving this legacy for his kids to be like billionaires. He wants
just making sure they're taken care of.
Yeah, and so most of his money is going back into the earth so everyone could live better. You see what I'm saying? So that's really like something I would strive to do, you know, if I ever got rich. So yeah,
well,
point, you know?
We're about to take that point right there into break. You're listening to the Main Event Show on EventLevel.com, and we'll be right back with A1.
I got dreams and I'm really trying to live those. So I'm going through life with my lids closed, trying to show my true life with a pencil and a pen. But if I had a nickel for every time that I rhyme with a sick flow, or someone tell me, man, you gonna be big, bro, I buy a big boat and a mink coat. Or a school in Africa where the kids don't have access like the rich folks. And my address will be a zip code. That's a big mansion if you didn't know. But I never had shit and I still don't. So my point is that I've been told hella times that I really should have been blowed. And though I haven't, it's okay for now. I'm in the stands till the man say, come on down. Like A1, it's your night tonight. You can shine real bright if the price is right. I'ma live my dream. I've waited a long while for them to call my name and say, come on down. I don't know if I'ma win the showcase, but I better, cause I ain't trying to sit up in the audience forever. So if it's all the same, I'ma chill right here till they call my name. In my own mind, I'm a king like Cash matches. But I ain't even got a king-size mattress. Shit, I ain't even got a small-size mattress. Sometimes I feel like I'm sleeping on a cactus. On the road, couch surfing, but the fact is, I'm trying to travel the globe without an atlas. So till I hit that goal, it's only practice for when I reach some masses. But in the meantime, my back is hurting like a bitch from these floors I sleep on. Fuck that, do a yoga stretch and keep going. Cause the pain, that's a part of the pursuit. I'm nothing without hunger and I does it for the youth. They fight over the money, but I fight over the truth. So when I spit, an angel sitting right over the booth. I'm blessed, but I could use a couple of thou. So I ain't mad if the man say, come on down. Like A1, it's your night tonight. You can shine real bright if the price is right. I'ma live my dream. I've waited a long while for them to call my name and say, come on down. I don't know if I'ma win the showcase, but I better, cause I ain't trying to sit up in the audience forever. So if it's all the same, I'ma chill right here till they call my name. Like A1, A1, A1,
A1 from San Francisco. You're the next player on the Price is Right.
You're on EventLevel.com. DB and A1 going at it right now. You're just listening to the song Price is Right, which is off A1's album After School Special. You can hit him up on A1music.com. You can check out his music, download his music, hit him up on YouTube, A1's MusicTube account. And man, that last track was hot. I'm really digging the A1 After School Special.
Word. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm glad you like it. That's tight.
Coming back from this, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was definitely the things that you attach to. I mean, like, for my feeling right here, like, I feel like listening to your progression, listening to your music, I feel like I grew up right beside you in the house right next to you, especially with this After School Special. I mean, you're talking about this song. This song features Doug Funny, Goosebumps, Reading Rainbow, Family Matters, all that. Price is Right, which we just heard. Tell me about this album concept, After School Special, and how it came about.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Thinking about it now, it seems like the obvious choice for a theme, for an album theme. You know what I mean? Like, for a kid that grew up in the '90s, I mean,
right.
If you watch cartoons nowadays, they're garbage compared to what we had. You know what I mean? And all the shows we had growing up. So I don't know. Me and Woostar again. We were at his house chilling, recording or whatever, and we were ingesting our medicines and whatnot, and we just got to thinking, like, damn, like, that beat is crazy. We just started looking at some old shows on YouTube, like, these beats are crazy. That'd be crazy if somebody remixed them, huh?
Yeah,
like, that would be crazy, huh? Yeah. And then next thing I know, I told my homie Sackmaster, who he's from Frisco too, but he's staying in the Bronx now, and I just told him about the concept. And I checked my inbox like 2 days later, and he had the Pokemon beat in there. He had a Family Matters beat, and I was like, "Fuck, man, we need to make this happen." Mm-hmm. So we basically all split the workload. Like he made 3 beats, Woostar made 3 of the beats, and I made 3 of them, and that was 9 songs right there.
Tell me, what was your favorite show growing up? You were watching. What do you think your number 1 show was?
Oh man. Growing up, for a long time, I think Family Matters was the one.
Urkel.
Urkel.
Yeah, my dad, he didn't even know the real name. He would just be like, "Oh, it's Friday night. It's time to watch." Or back when TGI, remember TGIF?
Of course. Yeah. What about Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World. Big.
You're ready.
Topanga. Sorry.
I was yeah, Family Matters.
The Martin Show too. I think the Martin Show is like one of my favorites as well.
One of the shows you just remixed, one of the shows that you did on there is probably one of my favorites growing up as a little kid, though, is Reading Rainbow, man.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
And like you say, you don't get that with children's shows. This is a bunch of crap. They got like Hannah Montana or whatever crap on the.
It's all fake.
Yeah, I'm for people.
You turn on the Disney Channel and it's like you think that our younger generation is going in the tube. If you're a parent and you let your kid watch the Disney Channel, you're an idiot because
it's like they're trying to set up the kids so that they will be like pop fans later in life. They're trying to put them into a certain lane.
Pop consumer.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't care about education.
Exactly.
Hey, you can't do some Phineas and Ferb.
Maybe. I don't know. I ain't seen it, but
Oh my god!
Oh, Phineas and Ferb is the best freaking show on television right now.
It's the only one worth letting your kid watch.
I'd make my kid watch some PBS. That's what his.
Mine watched PBS
even PBS
too.
is fun to hell.
But Phineas and Ferb is one show I would definitely give permission to watch because it's awesome.
But
They tend to be creative and intelligent.
But back when I was talking about your attachment to to different types of cultures and community, like your thrash and groove CD. DB was a big fan of Trip Like I Do, but you sampled a lot of techno songs, some MGMT, some Crystal Method. Very brave for an artist to come out and take on that stuff. You know, was that just come? That was just kind of a natural transition where you just paying homage to some of the music and stuff that you grew up at culturally, or what? I
mean, yeah, dude. I just like all kinds of different music. You know, I've had ideas to do a Hall & Oates remix album. Like, I don't even want to say some of my ideas because I don't want anybody stealing them.
No shit. Yeah.
I had ideas.
But I like what I'm hearing.
I want that one. I want to get that one as soon as you have even halfway done thing.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is just that I don't really plan like, this is a strategic move to get the hipsters. Like, no, I'm just do shit because I like it. Like I liked all those songs and I wanted to remix them because I thought they would sound good. And so yeah, who knows?
It worked out.
Next tape might be a Raffi mixtape or something like that. Like Yanni's.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh, Yanni. Next thing you know, we'll be doing a Quentin mixtape, but that's for another time. I have a question, A1, Chief 187. I was wondering with Black and Mellow, which I was totally grooving to before the show started tonight, you said 10 on the MILF meter, so I want to know, begs the question, how many MILFs do you want to get with?
She's
and by the way, I'm a mom.
MILF.
We're both moms.
How many MILFs do I want to get? Like, I don't know a number.
Is that a numbers question?
Yeah, I want a numbers question.
She wants to send you a Facebook friend request and see what's
17,000.
I'm trolling. 17,000.
Like the whole mom thing. All right.
I mean, I guess.
I'm just putting you on the spot. Don't worry.
I can be your mama.
I would say 12.
Oh,
that's a solid number.
But tonight it's going up to 14 because Leffy and I are in the house.
Hey, so we just got a message in.
Oh.
A message in from North Carolina. They want to know if you would do a GILF.
Ooh.
Oh.
Grandma, okay.
GILF.
Grandma, I'd like to.
Grandma.
Well, I mean, it depends on the grandma.
A lot of kids are.
You'd have to go individual by individual on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't do
Which one of the Golden Girls would you do? That's the question.
There's only one alive now.
No, I mean on the show.
That's obvious. It's what's her name? The one that was always like the hoe, like
Blanche.
Everybody loves Blanche.
Crazy.
I think I'd go Betty White. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Betty White, if you remember from Mary Tyler Moore, she was a little pants.
I think she was fun.
I'd do her from Mary Tyler Moore.
You know what? Like, what's that?
Her from then.
Okay.
Not so much now because I mean, two people with dentures doesn't quite work right.
Ooh.
All right. We're talking about. I was talking about the stuff that you attach yourself to. Some people would say that's kind of like anti hip hop, anti R&B, but you make it work. And attaching yourself to certain things where people think, this is kind of like nerdy, this is kind of like different. He ain't talking about, drugs, guns, and whatever. Like especially with A1 winning, you're talking about a World of Warcraft sitting,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, everybody be like, what the fuck? But when you say it, it sounds cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? It's really cool. Like, the way that you come out, it's just like, I'm being me. I don't care. I'm expressing myself. I mean, is that kind of a...
Yeah. Is that... Yeah, I mean, dude, to tell you the truth, bro, like, they'll try and sell you anything and tell you that you're not supposed to like it. You know what I mean? Like, they try to say that, you know, that guitars is white people. Anything with guitar is white people music. You know what I mean? Like, they'll just say anything to put you in a box, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to let people know that, like, it's not uncool to be yourself. Like, it's definitely cool to like Pokemon if that's what you like. Like, if you know, I'll be hearing like people's demo tapes of people that, like, I know, you know, that are like, all they do is ride their bike. You know, that's like probably the most dangerous thing they've ever done is like ride their bike to the store to get some milk. Mm-hmm. And then I hear their demo tape and it's like, yeah, like, you know, fuck all these niggas and bitches. I'm gonna fucking shoot up the whole world and everybody. And it's like, bro, if all you like to do is watch cartoons, or all you like to do is read People magazine,
you gotta own it.
Do is make an album about reading People magazine and make it some shit I could relate to. Don't fucking try and lie to me and tell you do all this other stuff, because it's like people were criticizing the Watch the Throne album, right? Like, some people, you know, it was too whatever gaudy and flashy. I look at it like this: it's two rich black guys that are rapping about being rich black guys. You feel me? So I like it because it's two dudes that's what they're talking about. They're rapping about their reality. You know what I mean?
And you talking about power right there. I mean, that's power right there too. You know what I'm saying?
It is. And you know, I respect them a lot. You know, a lot of people had their different opinions on the album, but I thought it was cool. You know, all I'm saying is that if
like, you have to be authentic.
Be authentic. If you don't want to be authentic, then don't make music. You know what I mean? Don't lie to people. Just be honest and make. If you like to grow basil plants in your backyard, then that's what you rap about. You feel me?
It's like he knows me. Swear to God, I have basil in my backyard. He totally gets me.
Don't let the snails get you.
So let's talk about this. The stuff that you work on, what you got coming up. The Book of Adam EP coming up here. When are you releasing this? Big buzz too. Oh man,
right now we're in the mixing stages, so I didn't want to put a release date on it because I didn't want to fail on the release date. Mm-hmm. But it's coming out this month. I would say before the end of August. I can't put a number on the day, but I mean, we're on the 17th now, so I say in the next like 13 days it'll be out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And what's this concept you've been putting around these videos? Fuck rap. What's the concept behind this?
I mean, it's just like it's like I could say the most prophetic statements, like, you know, shit that could change the world, and then someone on YouTube is gonna look at it and be like, you know, this nigga's garbage, you know what I mean, and thumbs down it, you know, or like, oh, that beat's weak, you know, and then just get to the next video. So it's like, fuck rap, you know, like fuck what everybody has to say about rap, and like everybody, you know, all these people that they only have one artist in their iPod because they're so close-minded, you know, this and that. It's just like the overall arching aspect of rap music and how close-minded it is right now. You know, I just feel like fuck rap, you know, like I don't need rap, you know, rap needs me, you know, so
this is how A1 described his genre of music: cerebral Western outlaw music.
I like that.
Let that shit sink into your brains. Hey, Sajin, you still on the line with us, Sajin? I see Sajin in there.
No.
Sajin, now, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about, I know Tony Yayo was on the line saying he needed this hook, and this, that. You know, you're up there, you're up in the, representing New Jersey, representing the, you know, tri-state area. Tell us your take. I mean, you know, you're very deep from itsbmradio.com. You're very deep in music, very heavy in lyrics, music, beats. Tell us what you think about A1 and porn also.
Stay out of my realm.
I don't know if A1 knows anything about porn. I'm not gonna go there, but you know what I'm saying. What do you think about A1's music?
I'm very impressed.
All around, everything.
Yeah, homeboy definitely tonight was a great show. It really was. A1, Dr. Superstar. Tonight was a great, refreshing show. That there are some other artists out there that appreciate the culture, that are expanding and going outside of the box for the culture, and also at the same token, they are trying to, they're trying to do bigger and better things, but they're also trying to keep it in the same boundaries. Like, hey man, this is what hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna add my little spice to it. So I'm really impressed tonight. His songs, the Price is Right song. I was at first. I'm not even gonna lie. The first track, the winning track.
Yeah.
I had some notice that there was a guy named A1, and I did make fun of your name, dude, in the beginning, because you have to understand. I talk to so many artists a day, dude. I got one guy. His name is fucking Lead Pencil. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I hear all these crazy names. So I heard A1. I'm like, what the fuck? So when I first heard A1, yeah, the first thing I actually thought about was A1, the basketball shit, the basketball stuff. And then I thought about the A1 sauce. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
that's one.
But then when I Googled you, you know what I'm saying? And I heard the winning song, and I'm like, okay, this kid got some shit going on. I got to hear the rest. You know what I'm saying? And then I heard the Price is Right shit, and I'm bugging because, you took it to another level, but you still kept it hip hop. You're a lyrical artist. Keep doing what you're doing, kid, and don't change for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Change for yourself to better yourself, but don't change. If they ever ask you to do this Lil Wayne shit or do that, man, fuck that. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? But you are a very good artist, man, and I wish you the best, man. I wish what you say is true, because I wish they would listen and be more open-minded, to other aspects of hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, and just keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Gang banging and pussy popping is really not doing nothing for my life, you know what I'm saying? So
Right. Shake that, homie.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Speaking of which, the Book of Adam, what is the concept behind this album that you're putting out here, this Book of Adam?
It's basically, I think this mixtape is like it's the lead up to my debut album, because everything I put out so far is just kind of like mixtape, EP, whatever, I don't even have a debut album yet, so I think this tape is like the lead up to my debut album as a hip hop artist. So it's just got a lot of I feel like it's got a lot of stuff for people just to get to know me better, like as a person, So they'll have a little bit more of what to expect. It's there's a lot of like introspective tracks just about my struggle trying to actually make a living off of music, which is like damn near impossible these days. There's a lot of tracks that are just kind of like partying, having fun. And there's some socially conscious stuff on there too, but it's not all over the place. It has a good flow to it, So man, I'm pretty proud of it.
Man, I cannot wait. We all cannot wait. And we just heard, what we think of your music. What's how incredible lyricist you are. What I want to know right now, man, I want to know if you spit something for us right here on EventLevel.com on the main event, man.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh damn, okay.
For you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, yes, sir.
All right, let's see. I said, well, I can never be a preacher, bro. I ain't even believe in God about a week ago. I probably lose my faith again in about a week or so and be an atheist until he speaks into my deepest soul. Damn, he always gets me like that. I put on the news, nothing upsets me like that. Seeing children abused, nothing affects me like that. How the world is so cruel, it always sends me right back to the God question. But even though I got questions, my folks is jobless. I'm hoping that God bless them. We poor men living off $1 and a dream, watching rich men living off $1 for a scheme, white collar living clean. Meanwhile, my yellow skin rubbing up against this blue collar making green. So I can buy a house with a little cheddar, invest the rest into the earth so everybody could live better. Feel me?
Bet.
Well, you man.
Awesome.
That's dope.
That is
great.
talent.
Pure talent. Hey man, tell me real quick. I just want to know, man. Just tell me about the hip hop scene in San Francisco real quick, because we're over here on the East Coast. We're miles apart, man. You know what I'm saying? Your reach is far wide across the whole nation. Tell me what it's like the hip hop scene in San Francisco.
Man, it's kind of tough. To be honest, bro, like the hip hop scene is kind of tough out here because it's a really small city, so it's easy to it's easy to get it's easy to have the city behind your back, but like once you get that, it's kind of hard to branch out farther. You know what I mean? So that's the process I'm working on right now. Like I pretty much got the city behind. I mean, it seems like from where I'm standing, it's like I got the city behind me. Which is a beautiful thing because
that's huge.
I die for this place. But
I'll tell you one of my favorite artists out of there, Zion I.
Yeah. I believe they're from Oakland, but they're still definitely like all around the Bay Area. I mean, the Bay is kind of like its own thing too. I mean, I rep the Bay. It's not really just like San Francisco that I rep. So. But Zion I. There's this cat out of San Francisco right now named Roach Giggs. He's kind of buzzing too. He's just really dope. He's kind of, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Mac Dre.
Oh, Mac Dre, yeah.
Yeah, he's like a legend, Bay Area legend from Vallejo. He's kind of he's like a reincarnated version kind of Mac Dre. And there's a lot of dope Frisco artists, I can name off a bunch, but right now among the young cats, it's kind of not too many, but I'm trying to put on for the city, so.
All right, man, that's what's up. Any ladies have any more questions? What's up? You wanna ask A1 on a date? What's up, Wendy? What's up, Leffy?
I think the long distance thing wouldn't work out so well.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm all the way in Georgia. He's all the way in San Francisco. They won't really mesh. Actually, my question.
Gotta have a long ding dong.
The one hell of a long dick. Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. What I wanted to ask is, now DB had introduced me to you through the Crystal Method cover, Trip Like I Do.
Yeah.
Now, most of what I've heard of your songs, you've taken different styles of music in the background, and you've changed them up just enough to make them yours, as well as done your lyrics over them. Is there a genre and type that you haven't touched yet that you are desperate to do so with?
Ooh, a genre I haven't touched yet that I'm desperate to do something with.
Because, I loved Crystal Method, and when I first heard Trip Like I Do, I heard the Crystal Method version. And then I heard the filter version, and I couldn't listen to the original anymore, because the mesh was perfect. And now I've heard yours, and I can't even listen to the other two, because yours is so perfect. So
wow,
it's like...
Thank you. I would say, I kind of want to get into I want to do a tape of light rock from the set. Like I was telling y'all, Hall & Oates, stuff from the 80s. I think that would be pretty cool. I got a lot of beats that I've made over the years using Hall & Oates sample that I've never really put out, that I've just kind of been holding on to. That it's like beats that I made 3 years ago that were ahead of their time. And now they're perfect, you know what I mean? Now it's if they came out today, people are oh, it's the next level shit. I think that's probably the next thing I'm trying to do. Besides my album, the album after Book of Adam is really I'm trying to just do the album, But that was genre.
Well, Adam, we appreciate you big time being on, man. Thank you so much for your time. And if you would, I know you'd love to, but go ahead and shout out all those people that are special to you and all your sponsors and everybody you want to promo.
Yeah, man. I just wanna give a big shout out to all the folks in the Bay Area. You know what I mean? That supported me. All my fans online. I just want to say check out Facebook.com/A1Music. My Twitter is at A1_EMCEE. And just my family, and everybody, and shout out to everybody celebrating Ramadan right now, and trying to get through this holy month, and staying focused and keeping everything in perspective. You know what I mean?
Hey, thank you so much. Big ups.
Also, real quick, A1 man, can I get you to do a favor? Can you give a shout out to EventLevel.com and the main event?
Sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all just want to drop or just
drop, shout out.
Yeah.
Just do it, man. I know you can kill it.
Hey, big shout out to EventLevel.com. This your boy A1, and EventLevel.com is where it's at, man. Check it out.
Real talk, man. Real
Thanks,
talk.
man. We appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Good luck in the future. Check out Up and Coming Book of Adam. You just heard.
When you got new music, shoot it to us so we can get in the rotation, man.
I got all y'all on Twitter, so or if I don't have you, just add me. I'll follow y'all back. You know what I mean?
Word, man. And yeah, we've been playing your music.
Get into my Twitter.
You can check out A1's music videos right on EventLevel.com and our feature video players. Big supporters of A1, his movement. He's down with the indie movement, the music movement. A1, man, big shouts out to you. You got to come back on the show. We love you out here, for real.
Hell yeah, man. Good looking out. Right on for having me, y'all.
Big up.
Thanks so much, A1.
For sure. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, y'all. All right, we're going to hit you in the break. We're going to give you some more A1. I know y'all are fiends out there, and we're going to be right back after the break. You're listening to A1. This is EventLevel.com, the main event.
On the day that I was born, my soul told my body I'ma stay with you for a while, but if you don't take care of yourself, then I'ma have to bounce. Was light-skinned, so 400 years ago I'd have been born a house slave. Ironic, cause I'm rarely ever at my house. Nowadays, I got to school and started learning about my name. The first thing I learned is that my first name's a white name. The next thing I learned is that my last name is something most white people can't pronounce. It's Adam Traore. Sounded weird, so right away I had some doubts. But even back then, the only thing my family ever put before my dreams was a bedtime story, and that's what counts. Now I'm trying to save up cash in mass amounts in the type of bank where only white people have accounts. Buy a house with a little cheddar, invest the rest into the earth so everybody can live better. Man, life is short, hope I make it through with just a dime or two. That's all I'm trying to do. Stay around some real people if I find a few, and spit a rhyme or two. That's all I'm trying to do. Be myself, steady, staying true, and save a life or two. That's all I'm trying to do. She said I got the good vibes looking at him. Just listen to his tape. It's called the Book of Adam. Book of Adam. Book of Adam. Bro, I ain't even believe in God about a week ago. I'll probably lose my faith again in about a week or so, and be an atheist until he speaks into my deepest soul. She always gets me like that. I put on the news, nothing affects me like that. Seeing children abused, nothing upsets me like that. How the world is so cruel, it always sends me right back to the God question. But even though I got questions, my folks is jobless. I'm hoping the job bless them. We poor men living off $1 in a dream, watching rich men living for $1 off a scheme. White collar living clean. Meanwhile, my yellow skin rubbing up against this blue collar till it's green, so I can buy some land with a little cheddar, invest the rest into the earth so everybody can live better. Life is short, hope I make it through with just a dime or two. That's all I'm trying to do. Stay around some real people if I find a few, and spit a rhyme or two. That's all I'm trying to do. Be myself, steady, staying true, and save a life or two. That's all I'm trying to do. She said I got the good vibes looking at him. Just listen to his tape. It's called the Book of Adam. Book of Adam. Book of Adam. Right now, cause they won't make a sequel. Everybody dies somehow, and that's what makes us equal. To find wealth and good health and good art's a good start, but keeping love in your heart's the thing that makes us people.